And it results in somebody who fears Elohim. That is, well, there's a whole rabbit hole into itself. But yeah, you have a healthy respect and even some good fear of the consequences of not doing what this Elohim asked me to do.
You know, I've been reflecting on that phrase a little bit, and what's interesting is, there is an intensity to the phrase, the fear of Yahweh. There is a fear, but what's interesting is that the fear is, if you go back to the story of the Garden of Eden, the fear would be taking the knowledge of good and bad on my own terms instead of going to Yahweh. So the fear would actually bring me to Yahweh.
Yeah, that's right. Totally. That's right.
So the fear of Yahweh is actually an impulse to draw near to him and to actually be afraid of making a decision without that close relationship.
Or that would introduce a rift into the relationship. Oh, that's good, John. I like that. That's I've never heard you quite put it that way. No, there's the fear.
It's not a fear of Yahweh.
No, because it's actually
an impulse to want to be near to Yahweh.
Exactly, which is, in this case, to sit in his presence and read and meditate on his wisdom.
Which is intense. Which
is intense.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I think fear actually kind of gets to that, but it's like the fear of if I'm not in this intense relationship, things will go poorly.
That's right. And in the bigger picture, that fear of the Lord results in humility, it says in verse 20, so his heart won't be lifted up. But then also, it results in all of these really non-intuitive decisions for the king.
It keeps his impulse for power in check.
Totally. Yeah, so for the king of Israel to do right, to do righteousness before Yahweh, will look like these strange behaviors, when they're having the ancient version of the G20. All right, and the king of Moab, and the king of Ammon,
and the king of Moab's like, have my daughter. He's gonna be like, thank you, no thank you.
Yeah, no thank you.
And he's like, oh, you're not gonna.
Here, let me show you my new fleet of Egyptian stallions, and the chariots they pull, and the Israelites let me show you this really cool story in the Torah that I've been thinking about lately, and that it teaches me wisdom and the fear of the Lord. That's the deal here. It's a contrast kingdom.
Wow.
And if the law produces a king like this, how much more so, would the laws produce a people who, all the way back to Deuteronomy 4, where we started, this is all a stage play for the nations. That's what Moses says. Keeping the laws is your wisdom and understanding in the eyes of all the peoples.
Yeah.
And faithfulness to the laws of the Torah is wisdom, it's understanding, it's righteousness, it's justice, and I think ultimately, and then I'll bring it back to this opening section, it's love. It's how you love Yahweh. And it's how you love your neighbor, because it's living in ways that lead to life, to Eden life.
No.